Hello and welcome to another video. This will be another Boogie2988 reaction. This one is called Both Sides Demonetized, Jacksfilms versus Sssniperwolf. We got another video about this topic. I might have to make a discussion video. This is the third video Boogie has made on this. And I've labeled my opinions on it too. When it comes to this little drama that's been happening between these two YouTubers, Jacksfilms and Sssniperwolf. I like Sssniperwolf. I don't really know Jacksfilms. I've heard of him, but I never really watched him. But I'm not happy with what Sssniperwolf has been doing lately with how she handled this situation with Jacksfilms. So, yeah. But anyways, let's see what happens in this video. 6 minutes long.
Today, I think we've reached the end of the Jacksfilms versus Sssniperwolf saga, at least as far as YouTube is concerned. They've taken some action, and I want to talk about their action as well as their statement. I got a lot to say. Now, very brief summary for those of you who don't know, Sssniperwolf is a content creator, one of the favored people here on YouTube. She makes mostly reaction content, where she neither credits the original creator nor really adds much commentary to it. That got another...
Yeah, that is ridiculous. I may not put links in the description, but I always put the name of the YouTuber I'm reacting to and reaction in the title of their video. So all it takes is for someone to go to the search engine to type that in if they ever want to look up the actual video I'm reacting to. So, I don't really know links that well. It's the only reason I don't do that. Someone would have to help me out with that. Plus, I upload these on my phone. Maybe once I have a computer and I upload a laptop, I'll be able to do it easier, but I'm not too smart when it comes to links, at least as far as YouTube's concerned. So, I wanted to bring that up real quick, too. I should have brought that up in the first one of these videos, but I didn't. But I'm bringing it up now, and that's what matters, so... But I always put the YouTuber's name I react to, like, for example, Boogie2988 Reaction. I mean, this is going to be called Boogie2988 Reaction in the title of this video. So, I don't know links that well, otherwise, I would do that too. It's not the reason why I don't do that, but I always credit these other YouTubers that I react to. Plus, I enjoy watching and reacting to everyone that I react to, so... Anyways, let's continue.
Long-term creator, Jacksfilms, reacting to her reaction content, actually crediting the creators, and ultimately Sssniperwolf took it to the streets, showing up at Jacksfilms' house and doxing him, and we've all been waiting to see what reaction YouTube would have. Basically, Leah reacts while stealing, which caused Jacksfilms to react to the theft, which caused Leah to overreact by showing up at the front door, which caused YouTube to react, and now I'm reacting to YouTube. That's all YouTube is now. It's a rabbit hole of reacting. On YouTube, Twitter responded to Jacksfilms saying, confirming that Leah has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put other person's personal safety at risk, harm our community, and behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this conversation to a better place. So first off, we don't know how long she's demonetized for. Could be a week, could be a month, could be a year. I believe with Logan Paul, he got 6 months of demonetization based on my initial research. So maybe it's that, but I would doubt it because she brings in a tremendous amount of money to YouTube.
Yeah, I doubt it's that. Plus, what Logan Paul did, that whole situation with the Suicide Force, that was really bad. What this is just two petty YouTubers at each other's throats and bringing beef outside of YouTube and into real life. Compare that to what Logan Paul did in 2018. It isn't really that big of a deal. What Logan did, that was bad. That was really bad. And trust me, all of YouTube backed on Logan Paul for that, myself included. Because back then I did YouTube discussions a lot, and I talked about this Logan Paul thing. I'm not the only one too. McJuggernuggets made a video about it, and even though it's deleted, I think even Afmao made a video about it on one of her other channels. Not on her Minecraft channel, but like on one of her other channels, her vlogging channel and whatnot. But everyone talked about it. I don't think SMG4 really talked about it, but I don't think SMG4 really delves into the YouTube drama or Logan Paul or anything like that, but yeah.
If you take a look at her social blade, It looks like she gets about 5.6 million views a day, which they estimate between $2,000 a day to $22,000 a day. I would put it in the ballpark of about $10,000 a day that she'll lose per day of monetization. But keep in mind, that's probably what YouTube is losing as well. I imagine it's going to be a slap on the wrist because YouTube has so much to lose here as well. And I feel like if it was a significant amount of time, a year, 6 months, even 3 months, they would have told you how long that is. My best guess is they are not giving you the time frame because they don't want you to know, because they feel like people would be further outraged. If you suspend her for a day, that's $10,000. A week is $70,000. A month would be, what, $300,000 at that point? But for someone like Sssniperwolf, even that would be a slap on the wrist. This is like when they fine big oil companies $1 million when they make that much in like 30 minutes. What I really want to focus on is that they say that the behavior on both sides is not what we want on YouTube. And boy, if we start unpacking that, we're going to be here all day. What specifically did Jack do here that makes this a both sides issue? Was it calling out another creator's theft? Was it crediting the creators that they were stealing from? Was it making a fun, goofy bingo game out of their theft? Or is this now a much broader issue where YouTube doesn't want creators talking about other creators, making videos about other creators? Because if that's the case, again, it's a little bit too late for me, but I can name 5 channels off the top of my head that have made like a dozen videos about me. There's entire channels dedicated to specifically harassing me as a person. So YouTube seems to have no problem with that happening to me. Oh, but if you do it to Leah, now our pants.
Yeah, that's how YouTube works. That's YouTube is a very big company. There's 1 billion people using this site and app and everything and all that. And when I say 1 billion people, I'm talking about ones who created an account for YouTube. That's not counting the ones who just use YouTube without using an account, just looking at random videos. So, but
these are in a bunch. I mean, when you look at their tweet, the grammar is really off here, but they say off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior on both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. I genuinely cannot fathom what they think Jack did to risk anybody's personal safety. I think more than anything, he just credited a bunch of creators. I think Leah was going to be just fine, especially if she stopped stealing content. Leah did apologize on Twitter, and let's read it together like a family, like we used to. Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jacksfilms. That's Jacksfilms, by the way. She didn't even type his name right. YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jacksfilms, again, she got it wrong twice. While we certainly don't see eye to eye or differences, I'm sorry for reacting the way I did when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately. Yeah, no shit. Not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be solved. I will reach out directly, and I hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true...
Okay, so Boogie may not have the good reaction to that, but in my opinion, I'm glad that Sssniperwolf did that, but I think she should take it one step further and make about 10, 20, 30-minute discussion video about this too. Because, yeah, Sssniperwolf made a mistake here. And because in my eyes, Sssniperwolf is in the wrong here. Jacksfilms didn't do anything wrong, so.
True lapse of judgment. Now, to the PR firm that wrote this for her, number one, spell Jack's YouTube channel correctly. That seems like an obvious one. But secondly, you're not apologizing for freebooting other creators' content. You're not apologizing for doing it so unsympathetically. You're not apologizing for just... Speechless. Speechless. Think about that. We've reached a point where even I don't know what the fuck to say. I guess we can just leave it like this. YouTube is saying here that you can steal other people's content and get on the front page doing it. You can refuse to credit those creators, and when somebody calls you out on it, you can show up at their front door, and all you'll get is a slap on the wrist. That is a real bad message to be sending YouTube.
So yesterday, Twitter completely exploded about the YouTuber SS.
Alright. Well, that pretty much ends this video here. Stay tuned for the next one. But yeah, in my opinion, I have no problem with reaction channels. People shouldn't get all bent up in the twist. I'm not talking about Boogie here. I mean that generally on YouTube, by the way. Just because of reaction stuff. Like I said, I'm not really smart when it comes to this link stuff, but I always put the name of the YouTuber I'm reacting to, reaction after it, and then the title of the video. So, but I get Boogie bagging on Sssniperwolf because Sssniperwolf just thinks of random clever titles for her videos and doesn't say this person reaction or anything like that. So, Sssniperwolf doesn't do that. So I'm better reactionist than she is just from that. So, but yeah. Anyways, I'm gonna go ahead and end this video here. Stay tuned for the next one. And yeah, this is an interesting video, and I will be doing I will be uploading this video once I finish the dungeon I'm doing on Final Fantasy.